Farm friends. It's been a hot minute since we've had a video, huh? We're awful sorry about that. Life got away from us. I was in California for 5 weeks, and then I got home and my niece was born, Amelia. She's a beautiful little 3-month-old now, and we have just been working our tails off trying to get this place to where we had hoped it would be by the end of this season. As you all know, we have a plan where we've marked out year by year by year. It was a 7-year plan. Now it's down to a 2.5-year plan. So we're getting there. This weekend is sort of a sad weekend, to be honest, because it's the end of October and we need to button up the farm and get it ready for winter. And so that's what you're going to be seeing today. Not going to be a whole lot of narration because you're just going to kind of see what we do to get ready for winter here. One of the things we will be doing is vacuuming up all of the sawdust upstairs here in the living area. We don't want anything that could attract or retain moisture to be in this house when we leave it for the winter. We're going to park the tractor here, park the 4-wheeler. There's a lot of things that we've got to do to get this place ready for us not to be able to come back here until April, which seems like a million miles away for sure. Before we end this quick little introduction, we do want to send a shout out to the Warriors boys soccer team who won their playoff last night. Carter played for a good chunk of minutes, I think at least 15-20 minutes, and they came out over Mattawamcook Academy 7-0. It was a wonderful win. It was a great game. The boys played so well, and we're so excited for them as they move forward in their playoff bid. And that's what's going on up here in northern Maine. We love to have you with us, and you get to watch us as we start sort of cleaning up and getting ready for the winter season. We'll see you soon. So one of the first things we're going to do is we're going to pick up underneath the saw. I did a little bit of that a couple of weeks ago when we were here. I picked up all of the scrap wood and I brought it downstairs and put it in our burn pile, but we still have quite a bit to pick up, and so that's the first on my checklist. There's what's left of that little pile, so I'm going to take care of that, and then we're going to take the shop vac out and we're going to get to vacuum. Gloves are always important when you're dealing with wood. Always, always. So when we came to the farm 2 weeks ago, we had a really unpleasant surprise with our 4-wheeler. A family of mice had built a nest in our seat area.
Good morning. So with a farm comes many problems. And one of them is rodents. And rodents we do have. They are everywhere. And field mice, more than anything else. So sometimes they give you some problems, and this is one of the problems. So mice, when comes fall, they'll try to make nests everywhere, and air boxes, filter boxes on equipment is one place where they love to nest. And you know, they'll bring in some, you know, whatever you leave behind, cardboard, paper, they shred stuff and they put it in the bottom of the air box. And sometimes they get a little bit more lazy if they find what they need right there. And so this is the air filter from a brand new 4-wheeler. They chewed through it and they started using it to make a mess. Or a nest and a mess. So what we've done here is, bought a brand new filter, and they're not cheap. And you know, you just roll some screen around it. And you know, I just used electrical tape on both ends just to hold the screen in place. So that'll prevent them from chewing the filter. And once they go through that filter, it's you know, there's a chance it's going to get sucked in the engine and create a lot of damage. So we want to avoid that. So we put the filter back in place, and yes, you need to put it the right way. And then I'll show you what I did with the airbox cover. And again, a little bit of insurance goes a long way. So I put a little bit of screen right here at the intake and just taped it, zip tied it and taped it in place. And so that thing's gonna go like this. And it's gonna sit on top of the airbox, and we're gonna clamp it in place, and voila, no more mice issue in the four-wheeler. So that's a tip from Farmer Dan.
One of the things that we definitely learn about is how to contend with the smaller things that you don't really think about when you move onto a farm. Field mice, chipmunks, squirrels, skunks, they are all things that live on the farm with you, and you sort of have to learn how to live alongside of them. And as ridiculous as this sounds, we have to learn to outsmart them a little bit. We started up the four-wheeler 2 weeks ago when we were here, and it wouldn't start, and we couldn't figure it out, and Dan said, oh God, and he lifted the seat up, and sure enough, there was a huge nest, a huge mouse nest in the airbox, and we were very relieved that none of it got sucked into the engine. We were very lucky. But this is one way that we're gonna create a way that they're not gonna be able to build a nest there again. And so that's one place checked off the market. But we have seen these kinds of nests in several areas, including in our shower area. They had built a nest inside of the device itself. And so when we would start the shower, the entire nest would catch on fire. It was just a horrible, horrible thing. So that's our next on the list, to try to figure out how to prevent that. And Big Blue is back in working condition. Whoop whoop! So the next step in this process is to clean each individual room so that we can start moving things in. And so the first one that I'm going to clean is the room that would be the bedroom and the bathroom, so that all of the tools and the bales of insulation can all move up here. A little harder for our little rodent friends to get to. So here we go. Taking a break. It's about 12:30 and we've gone through the entire house, picked up all of the scrap wood, loaded it onto the tractor, and we are gonna have a bonfire of bonfires this afternoon.
Yes, we will.
We're gonna take a few minutes and run into our favorite place in the world, which is St. Agathe. We love this little town. We can't wait to be official residents of this area. It's gonna come. 2.5 years, it's gonna come. We can't wait. We just can't wait. So that's what we're doing right now, taking you along on our ride. In one of our very last rides, by the way, in our travel van, because we've made a decision to trade the travel van in and instead downgrade to a smaller pickup truck. We have no idea how long this COVID craziness is going to last, and we purchased a travel van to take vacations and travel and go see the United States, and it just doesn't look like that's going to be possible anytime soon. So we've decided to save a little bit of money and trade in the travel van and get a really nice truck. Until we get into town, maybe enjoy some of the sights and the beauty of what we get to see when we drive. Well, we've had some lunch, and we had a bag of salad and a rotisserie chicken that our little Babbins people made for us. And we bought some scallops for supper tonight, so we're pretty excited about that. And right now, what we're doing is honestly one of my very favorite things at the land. We are having a fire. We're burning all the wood that we don't need. One of the things that we are concerned about is the liquid. So wood absorbs liquid slowly over time. And so what we want is we want as little liquid absorbing material in the house as we can possibly get. It's why we're vacuuming up all the sawdust. It's why we went through all the wood to get any of the scrap wood out, and why we're having this awesome bonfire so that we can burn some of that wood and get it out of the house and use it as a way to keep warm, because it is chilly. It's about 40 degrees right now. But the fire is very nice and very warm. Over there you can see our makeshift table. You can see some chips and a couple of drinks, and we've got, I had a Caesar salad with some chicken, and there's some carrots, and that's what we had for lunch. And the dogs are very interested in the food, obviously. But that is our fire right now. It is burning something fierce, and it is hot. Look how much Dan loves Lily. He's getting her a chair so she has a place to sit. She doesn't want to sit on the ground. Okay, come on, Lily. There. That makes Lily very happy. She just wanted a little place to lay down. back's getting lower, folks. It's getting lower. We're feeding this. Looking good. Looking good. Lily, as you can see, is enjoying the fire. Folks, it's a bonfire miracle. Lily and Blue are sleeping together on the same chair. So if you know us personally, you know how big of a deal that is. But if you don't, Lily has always sort of been like an only child syndrome dog. Like, she likes her parents, but that's it. And Blue just loves Lily, just wants to play with her all the time and be around her all the time and lay with her all the time. And usually Lily wants nothing to do with it, but today it's the magic of the bonfire. Because I mean, how could that not be magical? Look how amazing that is. Oh, Lily, you're gonna have a bath. What do you have, Blue? Do you have a ball? Get your ball. Get it. Oh, the ball. Oh, the ball. Yeah. Hey, farm friends. So, it's the end of the day. And as you can see, the fire is burning out. And we need to like clean up the land and bring things back. So we're gonna actually call it a night. If you could, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and come along on our adventure. We would love to have you. We'll see you soon, right here at Farm in the Woods. Bye.